Good morning.
Let's see if this is working. Yes. Sometimes. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's not working. So, thank you very much. We are online now. Thank you for coming to the forum. Again, as usual, we would have a couple of probably short updates and then time for questions to be asked from members of accounting, our office, and so on and so forth. James, do you want to take your first half an hour?
Do I need a microphone?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yeah, very quick update from my side, and then I'll open up to questions that you might have for accounting. Really, I just want to point out that we are currently in our office we currently have 4 or 5 vacancies, depending on how you slice things. So our folks are doing our best to stay on top of keeping the award processing going, getting the awards set up, getting the financial reports and invoices through the system and submitted to the sponsors. But just so you know, if you're having a hard time getting a hold of us, that's the reason why. So please just contact me, contact Francisco, supervisors, whoever you need, and we'll try and figure out if you've got a priority situation. We will try and move that up. Well, maybe not. We'll think about it. Depending on no. If you got a serious issue, we will do our best to get it through. Otherwise, please just understand we are a little bit short-staffed at the moment. We're trying to get some job postings out there. We've been working through the career tracks job model, position model. So we've had things a little bit delayed as we try to get the new structure lined up. So we're just about ready to start moving that out. So we hope to just start bringing folks in, getting them up to speed so that we can help provide the service to you all. That's kind of my update, my kind of plea for a little bit of understanding for behind. And then, do y'all have any questions? Are things going okay as far as currently? Good. Okay, great. Well, we're doing our best. Okay, well, that's really all I had to share. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I guess that was good. Yeah, the same type of thing actually in sponsored programs. You know that we do have a lot of vacancies. Hopefully we would not be missing deadlines, but don't be surprised if the proposals come in with less time that we need to review. The fact that we don't have enough staff, I am really worried about missing deadlines. That could happen. So we need your help not to get to that point, and for you to work with your researchers to make sure that we get enough time for review so we can provide proper service. Do you want to give updates, Chris?
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. I wanted to talk to you really quickly about proposals and deadlines. We have seen over the last month that there was 3 USDA proposal deadlines that came in at different times, the proposals for different deadline dates within the last 30 days. And those proposals, they were ready for submission the day the proposal was due. For USDA, the deadline is 2 p.m. our time, because it's 5 p.m. Eastern time, which means we don't have a full day to be able to review the final proposal package and to submit the final proposal package. So we have a limited time with that respect, as well as when the proposal is reviewed by the analyst, and then we're ready to submit the proposal. If there's any errors in the proposal, we may not have time. And in 3 particular cases of proposals, there was 3 proposals that actually missed the 2 p.m. deadline. So it's really important to submit your proposals ready for submission well in advance of the actual sponsor's deadline. The sponsor and our office asks that we have 2 days to submit the final proposal to the sponsor, so that if there's any errors, there's corrections. If you need to recreate the entire file, because what we're finding is that a lot of these proposals the files become corrupt because the file is being saved and transferred to different computers, different medias. It's a Mac, it's a PC, or they're using different versions of Adobe. So it's having an impact on the proposals when it comes to our office. We can't validate that. The systems don't validate that until we actually submit it. Then grants.gov validates it, and that's when the error comes back. And it's usually some foreign generic kind of tech language that is not easy to always identify where the problem is. So you spend a lot of time recreating files and uploading and trying to submit. We had one proposal we submitted 5 times before it was successful. It ended up being over 30 minutes late to the sponsor. The sponsor rejected it. So we want to make sure that we can help you by getting us the proposal early. Our office asks 5 business days in advance for a proposal review and submission. The sponsors hold very strongly to their 2-day window, asking that you submit 2 days in advance of the submission deadline. I cannot stress this enough. If there's any questions, if there's any problems, if you have concerns, we're here to help you. Help talk to the faculty, explain the situation so they really understand that the sponsors are serious. They're finding any reason to disallow proposals because there's such a high competition for the proposal submissions and the funding. So please do your best to work with the faculty to try to stress to them to get the proposal submitted well in advance to our office in a final form that we can submit so that we can try to alleviate this. Because if we can't get the funding, they don't get to do their research. And that's not fair. So do you have any questions about this? Okay, well, again, if you have any questions, please feel free to call our office. Bridget and I are totally here to help you to ensure that we can do what we can to make your life a little easier for the proposal submissions. Thank you.
Thank you. It's going pretty fast, huh? Regarding the deadlines and sponsors turning things down, for technicalities, missing deadlines, and so on and so forth. Actually, as you were talking about, I was thinking about something else that I give presentations to new faculty members regarding proposals, the process, how reviews are done at sponsors, and so on and so forth. And I have a series of slides that I typically explain to them that to the new faculty that it's misconception to think that if you write a very good proposal, it has a very good chance through review. And in fact, when for those who have been a part of review, they know that when reviews are done on proposals, the aim is not to, the one who's reviewing it, the reviewers, they have a big stack. And, these days are mostly review is done electronically, but in the old days that they would sit in a room and, smoking and lots of, cigarette smoking in the air and all that, they wanted to go through real fast. So the bottom line is that if the first 30 seconds or so, a proposal doesn't grab you, you would not review it. It's just that simple. The way it used to work was that, I explained to faculty members that reviewers review proposals. They are not looking to see for what reason I should allow this to go forward. They are asking the question of why should I eliminate this from review? And basically looking at the just abstract, for example, looking through real fast. If the proposal doesn't grab them, it's not going to be reviewed. It's just that simple. And now these days, on technicalities, now they have more room even to just not to send it to that stage. The success rate is extremely low these days. It used to be like for NIH, NSF, they were in high, mid to high 20%. Now they are in some cases single digit. The ones who make it. So adhering to all these rules, technicalities, and so on and so forth, it's really important if they want their proposals to be successful. They do a lot of work, they do a lot of good work, and the package is ready to go forward. They send it half a day before deadline, and they, in some cases, they lose the opportunity. It's just unfortunate. On that part that I told you that the reviewer looks to see why they shouldn't allow something to go through. That's the part that, for example, for those of you who are familiar with our IRS group, they do a great job making the proposal ready and in a good shape to pass that test. What they do, that they help the huge proposals that might be written by different faculty, different parts by different faculty members, and each part might on its own might be good, but when you put them together, it doesn't say a nice enough story. And IRS people, they make it a good proposal, a comprehensive, well-written proposal. That's that most of it is not only for technical issues like budget and so on and so forth, but it is really to make it past that first stage. So anyway, putting all of this together, these days more and more now, just you are 2 minutes late, good. Come back next one. So they don't have to review it. So be careful with that and try to explain to your researchers. That would help. Okay? Any questions on any of those? We need questions. If you don't ask questions, I mean, again, this is your forum. It's not set up for, we give updates, but most is for you. Arthur, any questions online? I don't see anything here, no? I guess not. No, I don't see anything here. James has more.
Well,
come here, James.
Just thinking of taking the opportunity here. I'm wondering if when we do wrap this meeting up, if perhaps a few of you who are departmental research administrators might be able to stick around and have a short sidebar conversation with me. I've got some questions that have to do with, wow, the feedback is, with Aggie Travel. We're getting ready to move to Aggie Travel, and some questions were posed to me by the folks that are trying to pull that all together right now, and I really need some campus perspective on what they want, what they're proposing. You make the feedback.
Well, you have enough power, that's why it is hard.
Just keep it way down here.
Let's see what happens.
Ooh.
But that might be it, yeah.
Wow, it's all falling apart. So anyway, if anybody's interested in just spending maybe 5 or 10 minutes after we break up, it has to do with what we're going to see posting on the ledger, the type of detail that's really going to be beneficial for you. And I have some concerns about what we'll be able to see in contracts and grants accounting as we're trying to do our invoices and reports.
Okay, thank you. So Brigitte, you had...
Please, I don't know. I'm pretty loud about this, I've just got a couple things.
You want to say who you are again?
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that some people might not know you.
Sure. I'm Bridget. I am the Contracts and Grants Proposal Officer along with Chris, and I oversee the other half that she doesn't oversee. So I've just got a couple things. One, in case you didn't know, Suzanne Burton has accepted another position within the university. And so I am kind of the one who is doing all of the sponsor IDs, helping with any requests that you have for the ERA systems. So it's really important to email the general email inbox, the SPO ERA help inbox, instead of to Suzanne directly. She is forwarding them along, but it might take a couple extra days. So if you need something or your PIs need something faster, please email the general inbox because I am monitoring that. And the other thing I was going to do is go over all of the deadlines, and there are tons of them because school is starting back up, and so everyone's releasing a bunch. So I'm going to kind of go through this quickly because I can see your eyes glazing over already. NIH has a lot of them. All of the P, T, and D series, so all the new renewals, resubmissions, the R18s, the U18s, and the new R25s are due September 25th. And most of the U, S, and G series, all of the new resubmissions and whatnot, are also due on the 25th, except for the new U01s and the new R01s. Those are due October 5th. The new K series are due October 12th. And your new R03, R21, R33, R21, R33, all the UH2s, UH3s, UH2, and UH3, those are all due October 16th. And then all types of R15s are due October 25th. For NSF, there are tons of them. September 15th is a really big day for NSF proposals. So I've listed a few, but I really highly check if your PIs are interested to have them check the website for the important information. But some of the ones due on the 15th are the biomechanics and mechanobiology, the Centers for Chemical Innovation, Civil Infrastructure Systems, CyberCore Scholarship for Service, Nano Manufacturing System Science. So there's a lot. That was just a small portion. September 16th, there's the Tribal Colleges and Universities program. September 19th is the NSF Intel Partnership on Information-Centric Networking. Wow, that's a really long title because it keeps going on. Software infrastructure for sustained innovation as well. September 20th is Platforms for Advanced Wireless Research. September 21st is Research in the Formation of Engineers. September 26th is Documenting Endangered Languages. September 28th is a joint NSF-NIH initiative on quantitative approaches to biomedical big data. Sounds like big science. Anyway, October 4th is a big date for them as well. It's all of their analysis combinatorics. Did I say that? Foundations. Thank you for the confirmation. HRSA has a couple as well. September 21st is the service area competition, and October 4th is the Regional Hemophilia Network and the National Hemophilia Program Coordinating Center. And the USDA NIFA, again, I urge you to check the website because their dates kind of go all over. But some of them that are coming up, September 1st, there's a Suicide Prevention Professional Development Program and the K-8 Health Education one. September 2nd is the CIFAR 4-H Military Partnership Professional Development. September 6th is the DoD Virtual Lab School. And September 22nd is the Higher Ed Multicultural Scholars Program and then Ag and Food Research. So that'll be a big date. So are there any questions? All right, thank you.
I guess everybody's doing so well, no questions here. Any other updates from sponsored programs or no? Okay. On the issue of vacancies, we lost one more person yesterday too, that we knew that she was leaving our negotiation team. So Kim Lamar is not with us anymore, and she's in A&R. So that team is much smaller than used to be, because before that Sue left, Blair retired, and we are trying to fill that position. So hopefully soon we would fill those, but right now we have those vacancies. So if anybody is interested. Yeah. The comment was volunteer, but no, just know if you apply from departments and so on and so forth. Okay. Let's see, a couple of months ago, there was, I told you that there were some comments that some people preferred not to be asking questions while we were live. So if you want, if there's nothing more, and I don't see any questions from online either. If there's nothing more, we can turn the system off and talk a little bit more if you have questions that you might want to ask without being recorded. Does that sound good or not? Okay. Arthur, could you turn the system off, please? Thank you very much.